Hello, everybody, and welcome to a 20-minute Move Better mobility session. So we have done a lot of 10 minutes, and I feel like every time I always say, I wish we had longer. So I thought today we would dedicate 20 minutes to a full body, better mobility flow session. So I love to stretch in ways that keep us moving. Speaking of that, go ahead and take your legs wide. We're just going to start to open up a little bit through our adductors and our hip flexors. So keep your abs tight, and I'll kind of explain a little bit more about what we're going to do. So this is for everybody. Also, just note, I do have a mat if you want to have a towel or a mat or anything, because we'll be going down to our knees, and you can do this with shoes or you can do it without shoes. Okay, so right now I want you to just kind of ground your feet. The thing about having no shoes on is that you're able to really press your feet into the floor. So if you can do no shoes, that is actually even better. Okay, core tight, and you're just going to push side to side, and I just want you to feel the movement through your hips. Try not to rotate backwards, meaning as you come side to side, try not to twist at all. So you really want to engage the core and move side to side. Great job. So what we're going to do is go through some of my favorite flows that really are going to open up the entire body. The first part of class, we're going to do a lot of standing moves, and then we'll come down to the ground. We'll start in kneeling, and we'll end on the floor. All right, from here, go ahead and just lunge side to side. Now, this is just simply to create some length through your adductors. So I want you to also feel like you're pushing your booty back towards the back wall and the crown of your head forward. So you want to feel like you're really stretching front and back and side to side. So try not to sink in the heels. Good. And you should feel your core activate, and you should feel your glutes even turn on a little bit as you're moving side to side. Good. Gently push your knees out as you move each direction. That's going to increase that flexibility and stretch through your adductors. You've heard me say adductors a bunch. I feel like they get they don't have as much attention on them as you might think, okay, my quads are tight, my glutes, my hamstrings. Adductors tend to be really tight as well, or at least just need some activation. All right, go ahead and come up. From here, I want you to take a big deep breath in. Exhale, and I want you to come behind your head, and we're going to open up our chest. Good. So because this is full body, so just open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades back. We're going to do 2 more like that. Because this is full body, I'm going to be going between upper body and lower body. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your abs tight, and I want you to draw a big circle. Open up your chest and your arms. I'm just going to turn to the side, coming behind your body. Hold for a pause there, and then finish that movement. Good. 1 more. Big deep breath in. Abs tight, exhale, pull it down wide. Good, it's like a reverse shoulder press. Bring your arms back. Don't lose the tightness in your core, so don't let that rib cage flare. Good, hold. Extend, and this time I want you to take your hands all the way behind your back. Okay, so keeping the abs tight, reach and grab those fingers, interlace your fingers, and then try to hold that true chest stretch. It probably feels a little bit different than the normal chest stretch that you do, where typically we might lose our core a little bit, right? All right, shake it out front and back. So an opposite arm front and back. Good, we're gonna get a really nice neck stretch next, and then we'll go back to the lower body. All right, last one. Okay, go ahead and take your head to the side. So I want you to tuck your chin and then lean back at a diagonal. And this is going to be the first one we do. You can push down with your hand. Switch. Really feeling the front of that neck. Good. And now you can either stay with this or a level 2 option. Take one hand behind your back. And now we can stretch a little deeper. Great. Switch. We're not holding our stretches for very long. So this is more dynamic versus static, which is great. That's what's going to increase your mobility. 1 more each direction, whichever option you took. Good. And switch. And the more you do it, the easier and quicker you get into each position. Great job. All right, little twist. And then the move I'm going to go into for our lower body next is going to be a knee sweep. So you're going to open up your hip, and then we're going to take that leg behind the other and do a side sweep. Love this movement. So I like to pair combos together, stretch flows. So watch first. You're going to come into a big hip opener, Then place that leg behind the other and sweep. Oh, that feels so good, right? And then we're going to alternate it. So other leg. Big knee sweeps. Here, open up your hip. So it's a knee sweep and then an arm sweep. Good. And take your time. There's no rush today. That's also why I was so excited. I'm like, we got 20 minutes. No rush. And I'm just going to put it out there. If you are just loving stretch flows, and you're like, you know what, Bree? I actually feel like I want to do longer. Let me know. You guys know I program based on what I think is going to be very beneficial and effective for you, but also based on what you like, so don't be shy. And hi, Voice of East. I'm sorry I didn't get that comment earlier. I was so excited to get into these flows today. Reach. Okay, you're going to give me one more each direction. How good does that feel? Right? We're opening up our hips. You feel that, right? Squeeze. Take that leg behind, little balance in there. Big arm sweep overhead. Make sure you keep your abs tight. Last one. Love it. Take your leg back. Sweep overhead. Great work. Okay, come to the center. And I want you to grab each knee. We're going to do some knee pulls. Good. So just pulling straight up. Very nice. You can keep those legs wide and kind of go side to side. We're going to get into a hamstring hip flexor combo next. So pull that knee all the way up. Now, I was just thinking, if you're wondering, one more, when to put this into your routine, I would say do it in the morning or as a brain break midday, right? Or in the evening. Anytime you'll do it, do it. Okay, guys, I'm going to angle just a little bit, but I want you to take one leg back. So we're going to go into a combination hip flexor, hamstring. And this is kind of a warm-up for what we're going to do later when we get to a kneeling position. So you're going to tuck, bring your arms forward, come down. You're going to pulse. 2, 3, 4. Do you feel that? Now just shift your weight back, pop your toe up, and pulse. Gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got hamstring. We're going both legs. One leg hip flexor. So tuck, reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then shift your weight back, toe up, pulse. 1, 2. Good. 3, 4. Give me one more combo. Pulse. 2. Think long through your upper body. Don't sink into the low back. You want to stay tall. You're trying to maintain the tallest posture you can. You know, let's do one more. Just feels right. Reach. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift your weight back. Now, if you start to really get into these positions that I'm talking about, and you feel like your range of motion is limited a little bit, that's okay. Come to the front. Open up your hips before we switch. Once you really hone in on what the proper positioning is, you're going to find your true range of motion, and it's okay if it's a little less than what you've been doing. You want the true stretch, right? Okay, take your other leg back. Square those hips out. Same thing. Think tall. So you don't want to be here, right? Tall, tuck, pulse. We have 4 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift back, pulse. Good. Push your booty back. Now, if there are some stretches in here, because everybody's bodies are going to really connect with a few, or probably all of them, but if there's some that are just stand out for you, make sure that you include them. You don't have to always do a traditional workout to get the benefit of your flexibility, right? You don't have to do the entire thing. You can actually just pop up from your desk midday and hit some of those stretches. The key is move your body. But you always know that this is here too. Good. Push your booty back. Good. Now, whether you did 3 or this is your 4th, let's hit one more. Time for everyone to get 4. Good. Press back, toe up, push. 2, 3, 4. Great job. Open up to the front. Couple knee sweeps. Nice job. All right, we're going to go into those twists one more time. So step, twist your body, reach long through those fingertips. Whew. Nice work. All right, we're going to go into a kneeling position next. So this is the point where if you have something that you want to put under your knees, or if your knees are just not into it today, you can do something different, which I'll show you in a second. So come down gently. You're going to be in a kneeling position. We're going to stretch through our hamstrings. So you can do this standing the same way. The reason I'm coming down into a kneeling position is because I'm taking out the ankle joint and allowing us to focus a little bit more on the hamstrings. So I want you to bring one leg out to the side. Good. Now find some stability here. Core tight. And I just want you to lean forward. And then I want you to open up and sit back just a little bit. And you're going to feel that stretch through your hamstring and your adductor. I'm big on adductors today. Good. Come up. And we're going to come in and out of that 4 more times. So 5 total. So abs tight, square the hips, sit back. Good. Try to let both hips go back the same degree. So try not to twist. And come up. Good. Sit back. You're going to go deeper and deeper each set. Now be really mindful of not feeling a pull through your low back. So only go as deep as your adductors and your hamstrings allow. And now you will be feeling, if your adductors are really tight, you will be feeling those more. And we're going to do another dedicated hamstring set here in a second when we get to our back. Good. Come up. Oh, should feel so good. Go ahead and bring that leg now into the other and switch. So opposite leg out now. Remember, hips try to stay really even to the front. And we're going to go 5 reps. Pop that toe up. Just lean back. I won't even say sit back. It's a lean back to the degree that you feel that stretch, and then move in and out of it. Now this one is great because do you feel your glutes help you come up, right? This is why I wanted to call this session mobility versus just stretch, because we're moving and we're creating better mobility in our body. Good. And I would say that this is phase 1 because there's a lot of ways that we can get more mobile. And just like I mentioned last week with our Tabata tone, I will do more to give you more exercises that will kind of level up. So include this in your routine so you're ready for that. Okay, depending upon where you're at, 1 or 2 more to hit your 5 reps each side. Great job. And then come up. Nice work. Okay, I'm just going to turn to the side. You can stay where you're at. We're going to go into child's pose. So just sink back. Good, and press side to side. Now you're going to feel these next series of stretches, and I'm just going to angle a little bit so you guys can have a better side view. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go into some upper body moves next. So I want your knees to be slightly wider, hands out, and I want a nice wide V with your hands. Now I want you to come into kind of a tabletop position, hollow out through your upper body. Think about scooping in and up, and now sink back with abs tight, and you're going to hollow out through your armpits and feel that stretch even more. You're probably not going to go as low. That's okay. Good. Come back out. Good. You're probably going to want to set up in that push-up position. Now hollow out and come back again. So that's an increase in the range of motion. Exhale. Keep that chin tucked. So Cleo, for those of you guys that don't know, come out. Cleo's trained that she knows that when it's cool down time, sink back, that now she gets the love. So she thinks it's cool down right now. But she's also out here just to cheer you on. Come up. Give me 1 or 2 more. Great work. All right. We're going to be going again from upper body and lower body. So bring those knees in a little bit. Come up. And now we're going to step forward and hit some hip flexors. So step forward with one leg. And I just want you to gently push forward. Now listen, it's not, the reason that this is okay for your knees and the way you can do it, I could even do it on a wood floor, is because I'm not pushing down so hard as I am really tucking and then just pressing up. So it's a hip flexor stretch. Good. And we're going to move side to side. So you want to tuck? What's up? This is when it gets tricky. Hi, honey. Push. Good. So we're tucking under. Do you guys have pets at home that come into your workouts? I've had a lot of people tell me, whenever I do a plank, my cat jumps on my back. I was like, yeah, I can relate. Okay, give me a couple more. Pressing forward. Very nice job. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit more into the upper body, and then we're gonna flip and those hamstrings and glutes that I mentioned. What's up, baby? She also loves I'm on her mat. All right, so you're gonna come down. We're gonna stretch our lats. You guys, your lats can pull and get tight and actually create shoulder pain. So I hope that this helps you. So what I want you to do, okay, you gotta move. What I want you to do is come back into that child's pose just with your lower body, and I want you to take that top arm and diagonally place it on the opposite side of your mat, and now press back. Good, and then open your palm. So here's where we're gonna get some rotation and mobility through the shoulder joint. Do you feel that? Good, just give me a couple rotations. And then come up and switch. So now my opposite arm goes to the opposite side of my mat, palm flat, and open up and rotate. Great job, really nice big open of the palms to the ceiling. Oh, she feels so good. And you start to really notice differences in each side, right? All right, both arms now press back. Now from here, I want you to twist side to side, focusing on your lats. If you want to go thumb up, that will help you a little bit more. Good, bring your hands a little bit more narrow in front of you. Same thing, side to side. If you have tight shoulders, oh man, you definitely will feel this. All right, come forward and just place your hips gently on the ground. We're just gonna do one cobra press up. Very nice work. And we're gonna go ahead and flip over now onto our back. Great job. Look at that, even with 20 minutes, the time flies by. Such is life, right? It's like, always just feel like it's just flying by. So obviously we're having fun also. So go ahead and bring one knee into your chest. The other leg's gonna extend out and pull in. Now I want you to just find a stretch side to side. Again, here's that word, adductor stretch. So as I push out, I feel my adductor stretch, which is basically your inner thigh. Good, give me one more so I get a little bit of mobility through my adductor. Now, we're gonna go into the hamstring. So you can keep this bottom leg straight or bent. Look up, and I want you to bring your hands behind the back of your knee. And now, really thinking about that same tall posture and abs tight, we're gonna go through some extensions with our leg. There we go. Extending out and stretching the hamstrings. Do you feel that? So not a static hold. Really feeling the hamstring lengthen and then come back in. Now I angle out just a tad, so I'm pushing, I turn my knee out just a little bit. Good, we're going for anywhere from 8 to 10 reps here, just pressing. Oh, you should feel that little shake there. And again, your range of motion, you want to work with your true range of motion. Great, okay, keep that knee bent, now bring it to the opposite side, and just give me a nice back stretch. And then roll back, we're gonna hit the other leg. So switch, that leg we just worked is straight, the other one is up. And now, same thing, you wanna keep your hips on the ground. Everything is nice and even, find that nice neutral position, and now open up, feel your adductor, give it a couple stretches there. Good, your range of motion will differ on both sides, so you wanna make sure that you notice that, and you can always go back and work that side that's a little tighter. A little more. Okay, bend this leg or keep it straight. Leg comes up, knee turns out slightly, extend, and we're really getting mobility and movement through our hamstring. Good job. Push it up. Heel to the ceiling, 8 to 10 reps. Nice job. The knee bent just gives you a little bit more range of motion. I like the legs straight and I just don't go quite as high. I like that tension. Very nice job. Finish your last couple. Feel that heat starting to build, shaking again, totally normal. And then bend that knee, bring it across your body, look to the opposite side. Oh, you should feel like a new person. All right, go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Pull up. Rock side to side. It's like a really nice thank you and massage for that low back. Good. And then when you have a second, go ahead and roll center and come all the way up. Again, taking your time. We'll finish right here. Man, those 20 minutes go by so fast. We might have to do another longer session as we progress into more complex, functional, move better mobility flows. I hope you guys enjoyed this. The way that I know is if you leave a comment and let me know, and that way I can make sure to include it in future sessions. But as far as today, that is it. If you did this live with me, I so appreciate your time and your energy. And if you're doing this on replay, same thing. Just let me know in the comments so that I know that you stopped by. And I will see you guys next week, Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Until then, I hope you just have a happy day and make the most of all the time that we have. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.